Looch on Ice, we break it down each week. Puck drops hard, hear the fans all scream. From the highlight reels, we catch every peak. In the fast lane, we live the hockey dream. Stick handling magic, every move's a skill. Looch on Ice, we got the weekly scoop. From power plays to the hardest hits in the Looch on Ice. Feel that action, no excuse. NHL roundup with a hockey news crew. Goals and assists, the numbers never lie. From golden gloves to the rivalries that fly. On ice battles, real grit, and we pride. With Looch on the mic, we rise to the sky. Every play's electric, they give us a thrill. Looch on Ice, we got the weekly scoop. From power plays to the hardest hits in the Looch on the ride. Feel that action, no excuse. NHL roundup with a hockey news crew. The numbers never lie. From golden gloves to the rivalries that fly. On ice battles, real grit, and we pride. With Looch on the mic, we rise to the sky. Every play's electric, they give us a thrill. Looch on Ice, we got the weekly scoop. From power plays to the hardest hits in the Looch on the ride. Feel that action, no excuse. NHL roundup with a hockey news crew. So lace up tight, let's roll with the fight. Looch on Ice, hockey vibes feeling right.
Hey, what's happening, Jeff? What's going on?
Much, brother. How you doing?
All right. How you been?
Yeah, living the dream, baby. Just
I hear you.
How you been?
Not too bad. Definitely feeling better from last week. We both went through some stuff, getting sick, right?
Yeah, I'm still going through it. Actually, to be honest with you,
Yeah.
still fighting.
Yeah. It seems like everybody's been getting sick lately. It's that time of the year. Right.
Meanwhile, I got my window wide open. It's the middle of January.
I know.
Fan on.
Yeah, what a beautiful day today here in the great state of New Jersey.
Yeah, 60 degrees.
Yeah, sure.
Anyway, good to be back on the air with you, Looch. What's going on, my friend?
Yeah, you too, man. Nice to see you. We're going to start with, we got a train wreck, and we got a fire to report tonight. I guess a fire.
A fire?
No, I'm just kidding. So I was just, saying that there's a team that's on fire right now in the NHL. Okay. Yeah. So the train wreck, we know what the train wreck is right now. That's the New York Rangers. We'll dive into some of the Rangers stuff that they got going on right now. What a terrible loss on Saturday to the Boston Bruins.
Oh God.
Jeez. Yeah. 10-2. Rangers blew it. They just blew that whole game. I'm not a fan of afternoon games for the New York Rangers, only because I just feel like they don't play good during the day for some reason. And
they've been playing those afternoon games up in Boston for years. I remember back in the late 80s, early 90s, going to some of those games with my friends. We would go up there for a day trip.
Right.
They've been playing that game for a long time on a Saturday afternoon back at the old Boston Garden.
Yeah, and they try to put them on, Channel 4 or Channel 5, whatever it is. They'll put them on national TV to get some. It seems like right around the break, the All-Star break or the Olympic break, which we're going to have this year. They usually try to start putting games on the national television. So, but yeah, 10-2. I mean, we got Jonathan Quick, the backup goalie, who's really more of a, could just jump in as a starting goalie anyway for the Rangers. But he had a little bit of a rough time starting off, letting up 6 goals. And then they pulled him. I mean, that was kind of a courtesy to him for them to pull him out of goal and give him a little break. It was,
just one of those days, What are you going to do?
Yeah. Right? I mean, he got 2 hat tricks. from the Boston Bruins, Pavel Zacha, and the
Former Devil.
and a new guy, Marat. Who's not? Oh God, who's the nut? Dinav.
Meanwhile, they're down 2-0 already tonight to Ottawa.
Oh yeah, my wife was just mentioning that the Rangers are on tonight, and this is we're recording it, so I'll catch that after. They are down already.
Yep, 2-0 first.
Yeah, they're playing Ottawa Senators with our future New York Ranger on their team, right?
I hope so. Well, I think what I've been reading a lot lately is something that we've touched on here a few times about selling off at the deadline. Definitely trade Panarin. He does have a no move clause, but he's not. That doesn't make you unmovable. It just makes him having more control.
Right.
I saw a story last week that Trocheck would bring a lot of value, but I don't know if you're going to go full on rebuild. If you're going to go full on rebuild, then you're going to trade Panarin. You're going to trade Trocheck. You're going to trade Fox. I don't think they need to go that route.
No.
I think, as we talked about, they need to trade Panarin, get a pick. That would give them 3 first-round picks this year. Maybe they had it for next year, so that's 2 and 2. Trade guys like Soucy for a mid-round draft pick like they traded him for. Maybe even a Brogan and rebuild from there. But I'll tell you something I read today, Looch, that is really the problem. And I made sure to write it down this time, so I'm not trying to figure it out. Right. So give me a second. Let me pull it up here.
Yeah, no problem.
So here we go. From 2019, which is when the rebuild started, through 2024, 2017 through 2021, they made 42 total selections, the Rangers. 42 draft choices.
Right.
Including 9 first-rounders.
Wow. Yeah, I mean,
all that remains is Lafreniere, Laffy, Schneider, Cooley, and Rempe. That's 4 out of 42 picks. 2 out of 9 first-rounders still on the team.
Wow.
That's some rebuild. Heck of a job you're doing there, Brownie, right?
Yeah. I mean, Lafreniere, number 1 overall, and then you had Capo Caco, who was number 2 overall, and I was hoping that they'd be the 1-2 punch that the Rangers were looking for. And
that's
obviously,
the whole point of a rebuild, right?
Yeah.
I think something else we've said here, and this is, by the way, that's courtesy of Vincent Mercolino. Vincent Mercolino, the beat writer for the Athletic. I should give him credit.
Right.
A tribute to that. He did say in that story something you and I have touched on about speaking of Laffy Caco. That was the year they had the first overall pick and the second overall pick. There's nobody else at the time or even saying, oh, they shouldn't have taken them. Those were the consensus, almost unanimous choice
right.
for first pick or second pick. So what are you going to do? You know what I mean? The Devils were lucky enough to have, when they picked first overall, Jack Hughes, right? Yeah. The Islanders got themselves an absolute, stud in Schaefer with the first overall pick.
Oh, yeah.
Laffy and Kako, what are you going to do? I mean, you can't kill him for that. But you can kill the Kravtsov pick was a reach. The Elias Anderson pick was a reach. They said it at the time. Hedo was a good pick. They turned around and traded him. Schneider was a good pick, supposedly. I didn't like the Miller pick at the time. He turned out to be meh. That's what he is. Meh.
Yeah.
Say, right? Meh.
Right.
Dave,
I agree.
And all they got to show. Hold on, I'm looking here. Only 3, right? But besides the guys we mentioned, right? The only other 3 still with the team are Edstrom, Ottman, and Robertson. So,
yeah,
you're doing a rebuild. It's terrible.
Oh,
terrible.
Yeah.
So let's retool. I'm saying let's retool, get a couple more assets and picks. So then, if a Brady Tkachuk comes available or a Rob Thomas, Mercolino speculated Rob Thomas, Robertson, and maybe Brady Tkachuk is the 3 guys that might become available in the short term, and they should be in a position to maybe acquire. Acquire those guys and then build around it. So
right, like this season is kind of like a wash to me. You know what I mean? You got Shesterkin's on IR; he's hurt. And you got Fox is on LTIR. Who knows what's going on with him? You know, they either tell you it's a lower body injury, upper body injury. You know, when I see LTIR, something's not right. You know,
And
with
as you
Fox.
pointed out, they're the only team in the Eastern Conference with a sub 500 record now.
Yeah.
They're not making the playoffs, and if they did, so what? They're a
Right.
first round exit. Oh, maybe with Shusterkin, they win around. Who cares? They're not winning a cup with this team. Not going anywhere. Trade Panarin, trade whoever else you can, get some assets. You want to keep Trocheck? Listen, I'd even be in. You want to trade Trocheck and really go ahead, trade him.
Well, yeah.
That'll be another first round pick.
Right.
That'll give you 5, right? 4 or 5 in the next two. Do it. Now you got the assets. Maybe you get even a better shot at being in the lottery this year. Like, moving up like, who knows? Boom, they get the first overall, and they get a shot at McKenna, who, that's a whole other story. But we'll not another time. But about him, but he's the consensus #1 pick. But we'll see.
Right. Yeah, we'll see what happens, man. Hopefully they pick somebody up. I mean, before the trade deadline, even for next year, to kind of plan for next year a little bit. We're not going to be doing any rentals, for this year. It's to the point where it's just like I already wrote the season off. Like I said, with Shesterkin out, Quick's a good goalie, but he ain't going to be able to carry the load. And then you got another. They threw in this guy Spencer Martin. I never even heard of the guy before.
Yeah, I wonder why they didn't bring up Dylan Garand.
Yeah, from what I heard, he's playing really good in Hartford. So maybe they didn't want to take him away from Hartford. Maybe they're figuring the Rangers are, kaputs this year already. You know what I mean? Like, hey, maybe they're just like, oh, let's bring this guy up, see what he does, put him in an NHL setting, and see how he makes out. I mean, what's it going to hurt? Garen's probably the next one in line. I'm assuming, behind Shesterkin. So.
So to your point about rentals or lack of, there were rumors Vancouver is looking to move Connor Sherwood, who's a top, middle 6 guy.
Right.
Score about 20 goals, gritty, whatever. The Rangers are supposedly in the mix. It's not a guy they need right now.
Yeah.
Hold your water.
Right.
Keep your assets. That guy's not going to make a difference.
No, they're not going to make or break it at this point in the season.
They need a different. Excuse me.
I mean, although
the
East is pretty tight, compared to the West. So, not that makes a difference. You still got good teams. Look, we got the Lightning. The Lightning are on fire. They're out of control. We're going to talk about them in a minute. But and then you also mentioned the Kraken that the Rangers played was Kakko and Lindgren. Who Lindgren was a hell of a player. I mean, I know they had to get rid of him, but they played them on Monday. Rangers scored. They get ahead in the game, 2 goals. They were up 2-0 in the first period, and then they let in four straight goals, 4 unanswered goals.
Right.
The second and third period. Actually, the Kraken have been doing pretty good too. I think they're like 7-1-2 in their last. What was it? Yeah, 7-1-2 in their last 10. Not that they're going to
beat that team at home, then you don't deserve to be in the playoffs.
Right.
They're down 3-0, so that's 7 straight goals they've given up.
Oh man, and that's probably Jonathan Quick in goal. I feel bad for him. And he's a good, like you said, he's a good backup. He's not a number 1 goalie. Well, yeah, I mean, the other night he made some hell of a saves during that game. I don't know if you saw the flurry of saves. I don't know if Steven could throw those up. I don't know if you could see those. He made some real nice saves here. That was at Boston. That was the Boston game. All right, so I'm thinking, okay, the Rangers got a chance here. So this was during the.
Wow.
I mean, that was a beautiful save. And then even this one here.
Oh, that's a goal. That was in.
That was the goal that was in, yeah. So what happened there? Did you see that game?
I did not. I saw highlights where they had to come back out on the ice.
Yes. That was an odd situation where the play kept going. They didn't think it was a goal. both teams went off the ice, and all of a sudden, everybody had to come back on the ice because the referees called it a goal, and then they had to play whatever it was left in the game. I think it was like 46 seconds or something. So they had to all come back out on the ice. The score changed. The Rangers must have been deflated at that point. And then the whole game was just a mess at that point. But Jonathan Quick was making some beautiful saves. I mean, the guy's still a Hall of Fame goalie. Jeez.
He's great.
He let up 6 goals, but is our defense helping us out? Gavrikov's a great defenseman, but we're missing.
We're missing those games.
We're missing Fox. Like I said, I don't like the afternoon games. I'm not a fan of the afternoon games with the Rangers. So.
Well, this year doesn't matter. Afternoon, night, midday, they can't win any of them anyway. So.
Yeah, right.
By the way, Quick's giving up 3 goals on 13 shots tonight, so not so great.
Wow. Yeah, no. Yeah, it's not good. Well, he's going to have to turn it around, or they're going to have to bring up Garen or something, because they can't let him go through that. They're going to have to pull him once in a while, and I don't know who this Spencer Martin guy is, but we'll see. Maybe he's I know. I don't know where he came from.
He's what we call in youth hockey a jag.
Yeah.
Right? Just another guy.
Right.
Another guy. There's a lot of them.
Well,
another guy.
Maybe he'll surprise us. Sometimes you get those players that come up, and then all of a sudden you're like, who is this guy? I mean, I don't know. The guy from Boston you're talking about, the guy who scored the hat trick, Marat Husnadinov. He scored the hat trick against the Rangers the other night. They're saying he's going to be a good player. I never heard of him. I don't know where he came from, but
I haven't heard of him either. I wish we had a few of those coming up. Good players.
Yeah. Oh, tell me about it. I know. You got Othman, and we got
who's hopefully they're not going to ruin. Or the hype isn't just that hype,
Right. We got a lot of those. The Rangers are famous, notorious for doing that to a lot of players.
Yep.
Like you mentioned before, Kravtsov. Geez, we went through all kinds of situations with him. They sent him to They sent him down to the Hartford. Then he wanted to go back to the KHL. And then he came back, and it was a disaster with him. And he was supposed to be a great player. I thought he was going to be a good player. You saw a couple flashes of him, and he's no more. I don't even think he's in the NHL anywhere.
I think he's in the KHL right now.
Yeah, I think so too.
I don't even know where Elias Anderson is. Probably playing professionally in Sweden. But
right.
He was supposed to be a leader, captain. Competitive guy. Throws medal in the stands.
Yeah. Right.
Should have held on to it.
Oh yeah.
About the last one he'll ever see.
Yeah, that's for sure. Like I mentioned before, the Tampa Bay Lightning, man, these guys are they're on fire, man. Last 10 games, 10 and 0 in their last 10, 11 straight wins. Like, how can you beat that? I mean, what a team. They were picking that team right from the beginning. Tampa's going to be great. They got a lot of good players, as we know, with Kucherov, Hagel.
When you get Kucherov in the second round, when you get Braden Point in the 7th round or whatever he was, it's hard to, that's how you sustain winning.
Right.
Rangers, when was the last time the Rangers got a late round draft choice like that? Hank in 2000?
Yeah.
When was the last time they got a second rounder that good? Never. How's about that? Never. Not like Kucherov.
No.
Hart Trophy, Conn Smythe, leading scorer, 100 assists in a season. Rangers have never had a player like that.
Yeah.
I mean, Messier and Leach 30 years ago, but
Kucherov.
But they certainly didn't draft those guys. Well, they drafted Leach, to be fair.
41 games. He's got 23 goals and 44 assists, 67 points. He's a plus 22.
Yeah, they let Stamkos walk and they don't miss a beat.
Yeah, Getzel, and Braden Point. Braden Point just got hurt, just came back, and then ended up getting hurt again. He's looking like he's going to be out from what I hear, lower body injury, out week to week. So he struggled a little bit, I think, in the beginning of the season, and then he got hurt. Now he's hurt again, so he's going to be out for.
Now, you see how bad that injury is. If it causes him to miss the
yes, the Olympics,
because he's one of the guys named to the Canadian Olympic team.
Right.
I'm going to look at your stats here real quick. What is Braden Point? Yeah, 30 points in 37 games, but that's not great for him. But he's been better than that. But yeah, they got guys like Kucherov, as we talked about. Brandon Hagel, another guy, mid-round draft pick.
Defenseman Darren Radish, the defenseman.
Yeah,
he's playing great too.
Points. Yep.
Yeah, for a defenseman, geez,
Sorelli, another mid-round draft choice, doing really well for them. Could go on and on.
Right, and a goalie, obviously Vasilevsky's.
Yep. And by the way, Hedman's only played 18 games. They have that pistol hot, record, and their stud defenseman Victor Hedman's only played 18 games.
Right. Big guy, great defenseman. Always at the top of the fantasy leagues for choices for defensive guy, get you a lot of points.
But I didn't realize he's 35 years old already. Wow.
Yeah.
By the way, you want to see Victor Hedman, what he looks like? If you're young guys out there, you want to know what Victor Hedman when he was younger? Look at Brandon Schaefer at the Islanders. Very similar player.
Right, Matthew Schaefer, the Islanders.
Very similar player.
Matthew Schaefer, what a player.
Brandon?
Probably.
He's a youth hockey player right now. So.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Nice.
Anyway.
Yeah. So, Matthew Schaefer, man, just like, why couldn't the Rangers get a kid like that? He's just what is he living with? I think Matt Martin or something.
Their first and second overall pick, they had Laffy and Kako, and now Schaefer.
Yeah, Laffy was supposed to be a stud. I don't think he's a stud.
No, he's
by any means.
First of all, I think we talked about this. Maybe it was off the air. His lack of desire. The turnover the other night, and he got. I think a part of it's lack of desire. I think the other part is that he's not. He can't separate with his. He's not fast enough to separate. His skating isn't great, and they've been trying to work with him on maybe giving up the puck a little sooner and driving to that. Or another part is holding the puck a little more to make plays because he can do that. But whatever it is, it's not working for him.
Yeah, I don't know. He had one halfway decent season, and you thought he was going to come out of his shell or come out of whatever he's going through. I don't know if it's the pressure in New York, if it's
No, I think it's more physical. I don't. There were concerns about his skating.
Right.
Reading the draft, they thought it would be okay that he'd be able to overcome it. It wasn't a problem, but it's obviously. From one scout I read about 2 years ago said his skating is what's held him back. He can't separate. And if he can't separate, it's hard to, make out at the score, like at the pace they 40, 50 goals.
Right.
So he's a middle six winger.
Yeah.
That's what he is. And, it's a shame I was wrong about him. I thought he was going to be better than that. I had faith in him for a long time, but it's not looking good for him,
No, some of these kids take a little bit longer, but I don't know. We're too far in, I think, with him. He's at that point where
6 years now.
Yeah, this year. Come on. If it's not this year, when is it going to be? I think it's going to be with another team, if anything. Kako didn't amount to anything. He's not amounting to anything anyway. Where he's at in Seattle, you got a team like that. You jump in there, and sometimes. You become a better player on a little less of a team that's, really actually not this year because the Rangers are behind them in the standings. So you can't really compare the two. But anyway, we'll jump over to the West real quick.
By the way, 4-0, Ender won.
Oh my God.
They might challenge Boston for that 10-goal game. Good job, guys.
I'm glad I'm not watching the game because I'd be ripping hats and maybe burning the flag out front.
Tell your wife to turn off the record button. You don't need to see it.
Yeah, it's wasting space on my DVR.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah. we're bringing the good, bad, and the ugly tonight, man. That's for sure.
Woo. But what are we going to talk? Are we going to talk about Colorado again? I mean,
Oh yeah,
Jesus Christ. How
I
good.
know.
Listen, I'm joking. They're so good. How can you not talk about them?
I know. What a team, man. I was pulling up some statistics on them, and I didn't even realize that they're 19-0-3 at home. Like, that's
No way.
ridiculous. 19-0-3 at home.
What if anybody's gone undefeated at home?
They're first in the the Central Division, obviously in the whole West, and they got their goal differential 79.
Wow.
Matt, it's like there's nobody even close. I think the closest one was 44. Maybe that was Tampa. 44. Who's got the? Yeah, Tampa's got a 44 differential, and freaking Avalanche have a 79 point differential, goal differential, 7-2-1 in their last 10, and they're on fire. That was the fire I was talking about earlier. Is the Colorado Avalanche? I mean, how can you not be on fire with the players that they have? You know, McKinnon, Chushkin, Nashis, Lehkonen. Even the goaltending's been
Brock
pretty
Nelson.
good. Yeah, well, Brock Nelson was great with the Islanders.
Devin Tays on the back end to help out McCarr.
Yep. Josh Manson.
We talked about the Jersey boy, the kid from Mercer.
Yeah, Josh Manson on defense.
Got the leadership of Landeskog back. Great leader.
Right.
Not bad too. 7 goals, 15 assists.
Yeah,
3 years.
I think he's hurt right now. I think he's out. I don't know how severe his injury was, but hopefully he'll make it back before the end of the season.
You know who else is on that team? None other than Chris Drury's nephew, Jack Drury.
Oh, right. Okay.
Another in a long line of Drury brothers or cousins or nephews or whatever in the NHL. I mean, Chris Drury and his brother both played in the NHL.
Gotcha. Right. Yeah, I mean, what a team over there at Colorado.
And I think McKinnon's on pace for. Let me figure this out right now. Tell you what he's on pace for.
Yeah, and they're 11 points. They're 11 points ahead of the Stars, who are second place. So
he's on pace for almost 150 points this year, McKinnon.
Wow. Oh God.
How's that for a first overall pick?
Yeah. Him and Nashis together are just phenomenal. What a pairing. I mean, I was hoping you got, I think Arturi Lehkonen is on that line too, on the first line with them too. And then you got McKinnon on that second line. I mean, Nichushkin on.
Neckish?
Oh, was that?
How do you say it?
Nichushkin or?
No, Neckish. N-A-C-A-S.
Oh, Nikishin?
No, Martin, the kid on his line, the kid from Colorado.
Oh, Nashis,
right.
Nashis.
He's a guy Colorado had to get rid of because he has talent and he can score, so you can't have that. You know?
Yeah, right.
Can't have him scoring.
Right.
Idiots.
Martin Nashis. Yeah,
and we forgot about the 40-year-old man, Brett Burns, with 23.
Brett Burns. Another great guy, great player.
I hope they win the cup so he could get one. He deserves it.
Right. I agree.
Never won one, and he's been a great pro for a long time.
I'm pulling for Colorado this year at this point. You know what I mean?
Yep.
There's a few of my favorites, and they're definitely on the West Coast. One of my favorites. You know, Columbus Blue Jackets are one of my other teams I like. You know.
And what about your Anaheim Ducks, man? You're a Duck fan.
Anaheim Ducks.
What's going on there?
Yeah, I don't know. They're kind of going downhill. It seems like maybe the young kids are starting to feel the pressure. And where are they at in the standings? The Ducks. Oh wow, they're down at like 2. They're at 6th.
5th in the West. I'm looking at 5th in the Pacific.
Yeah, 1-8-1 in their last 10, so they're hurting. You know, you got Leo Carlson and the young kids. I mean, I think they're still a few years away. That's Kreider's team.
Kreider got off to a hot start, and as he is, he's always been streaky. He's been streaky again, not scoring much lately.
Right. I got somebody calling me a fair weather fan. I don't know what that means. Somebody from Bleacher Brothers, the official Bleacher Brothers. I wonder who that is.
Oh, we know who that is.
It's all good. I like
Yeah.
their I like getting razzed once in a while, you know.
There's no such thing as a fair weather Ranger fan. You hear that?
No, I'm
No
a
such
die.
thing.
Hey, listen, as shitty as they're playing, I still
There
wearing
you
their, you know, I'm wearing this one because they're as cold as ice right now, and that's my Ice Ranger shirt. So
So there's no such thing as a fair weather. There's only a diehard Ranger fan, and that's
yeah,
all you are is a diehard because it sucks being a Ranger fan. Don't
yeah,
even kid
man.
yourself.
I haven't ripped anything this year, and I probably won't because I'm facing the fact that they're just not they're just not contending this year.
Hey,
I
it could be
mean,
worse though, Luch. We could be
yeah,
Devil Islander fans.
yeah, right. The Devils are struggling too. That's not, you know, they're right. They're just a little bit above the Rangers, and
I
you
don't
got
care how many cups they win. I would still never want to be a Devils fan.
no,
And the
I
Islander
agree.
fans wouldn't have to worry about that. They haven't won a cup in a century, right? They had
Right,
that
right.
guy on playing the flute, right? The last time he was a rookie on their last cup winner in 19,
Yeah. The old guy.
19 1930 something or whatever. I don't know.
Right, right.
Anyway,
That,
future's bright for Anaheim though. They got Carlson, they got Troy Terry, they got Coda Gauthier,
oh yeah.
Seneke, Jackson Lacombe, Mason McTavish. They're going to be fine.
Kreider, Truba, yeah.
Yeah, they're going to be fine.
Yeah, oh yeah, without a doubt. They're definitely the future team of the future. And
You know who's on that team we haven't talked about is Ryan Strome. Remember the Ranger Ryan Strome?
right.
There was a great pickup. A guy they got as a throw in on a trade or signed as a free agent that nobody wanted.
Yeah.
You know? Well,
Even
no, I know what it was. They got him from Edmonton in that deal for what's his name? The guy from Boston. So the Rangers made a trade with Boston and traded somebody. I forgot who it was. It was that stunk for a Bruin that stunk. And then they turned around and traded him to Edmonton. Let me see if I could look under transactions under his bio.
from Boston, and they traded him to Edmonton.
He traded him to Edmonton. Well, you know, that's when Chiarelli was there, and Chiarelli's the gift that keeps on giving, right? He's the
Yeah.
guy that, you know, he's made one bad trade after another. Yeah, for Ryan Spooner. For Ryan
Oh
Spooner.
God, I don't even remember him.
Yeah, well, you know why? He played like 20 games with the Rangers. No, I'm sorry. 4 games with the Rangers before they traded him. And
20.
they got Spooner. I'll tell you in a second. Stay with me here. I'm on his, you know. Oh. So they got him in the Nash deal. So this was a great trade by Norton. For Rick Nash, at the end of his career, they got Ryan Lindgren.
Ryan Lindgren, okay.
And Ryan Spooner. You know, Lindgren was a great Ranger for 5 years. Spooner, they turned down a trade for Strome, who had been a washout to that point, 5th overall pick by the Islanders. Thank you very much, Islander fans.
Yeah.
Who had been a washout. Rangers pick him up, and then he goes, 69 and 73 points back-to-back seasons, and then, then he went off to Edmonton. I think they let him sign as a free agent there. He's not playing much. He only has 4 points this year, but I forgot about him.
Yeah, and you got Frank Vetrano, who played with the Rangers. I liked Frank Vetrano when he was with the Rangers.
Yeah.
He wasn't over the top, but he was just a team player, seemed like, and he was a decent player. He actually had a good year. I think it was last year with the Anaheim Ducks, man. He was on fire last year. Jeez.
He's pure speed, and the Rangers could really use him, but they couldn't afford him, and he only has 3 goals this year. I guess he's not playing much with all those young guys getting all the ice time.
Right.
But he had 37 goals 2 years ago for Anaheim.
Yeah. Cutter Gauthier from Flyers. He didn't want to sign with the Flyers. That was a great pickup for Anaheim from Philly. Just didn't want to play in Philly for some reason. Maybe I think that was the Tortorella days when he didn't want to play for them. So drafted originally by the Flyers and ended up in Anaheim. So he's doing fine over there. So then we got we'll go to the San Jose Sharks, who pretty decent team. They're another upcoming team that's going to have you got Macklin Celebrini. Geez, how can you go wrong with that team? He's a stud.
Kid. 70 points in 45 games. He's on pace for What is that? 75 divided by 40.
Yeah, this year
On
he's
pace.
just
No, that can't be right. Hold on. 75 divided by 45 equals. No, 100. No, this can't be right. Hold on a second. What am I doing here? He made the
we're,
Olympic team. I'll say that much about him.
we're what, halfway through the season, almost a little over
Oh,
halfway.
wow. Celebrini's on pace for 125 points. How about
Wow.
that
Oh man.
for a second-year player?
Yeah.
For him.
Yeah, last year he had an okay season, a pretty decent season. You saw a little bit. Now his sophomore year, he just took off, took it to another level. You got William Eklund on that team, who's just between Eklund, Smith, and Celebrini, and well, we could start naming players on that
Dickinson,
team. But
the defenseman who's still in juniors, he'll be up next year. The goalies.
yeah,
Um,
another good team to be watching for the next few years. San Jose Sharks, without a doubt. I mean, geez.
Yeah, they're up and coming. Look out.
Yeah.
They're going to come,
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Actually, Dickinson's up with them. I didn't realize that, but Dickinson's with them this year. Oh, and don't forget Michael Misa, who's been hurt most of the year. Another
Right.
top 3 pick.
Yeah.
Another high scorer, with a lot of potential. So we'll see.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, it should be fun to watch them the next couple years over in the West. And then we have some announcements that happened just recently. You got the we just had the 2025 NHL whatchamacallit, the Winter Classic with the Rangers and the Florida Panthers down in Florida, and then they announced the 2026 or 2027, I should say, Winter Classic going to be in Utah. So you're going to have the Mammoth and the Colorado Avalanche out in Utah. So I'm sure the owner.
Good place for it. Good place to have it.
Yeah.
Out there, it'll be cold.
Right.
Maybe they'll have the mountains in the background, the scenic, I guess it's the Rocky Mountains out there in Utah, but beautiful. In Salt Lake City. Never been, but I've seen pictures.
Right. Rice Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. I don't know where that stadium is. Who plays there? Maybe a football team of some sort, or
there's got to be what is it? What stadium?
Rice Eccles ECCLES Stadium in Salt Lake City.
Probably one of the colleges, right? Either
who's
in Salt Lake City? Is it BYU?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not a big
me either
football guy really to know about those stadiums out there. To be honest with you, I mean, the owner of the Utah Mammoth is doing a great job with their team too.
He really is.
Smith
is his name, I think.
What was it? Smith?
University of Utah. That's
Utah football team.
Yeah.
Okay.
The United States 51,444.
BYU.
BYU. It's the Utah Utes. So the University of Utah owns that field.
Gotcha.
Okay. Nice.
Steve, can you look up who's the owner of the Utah Mammoth? Is it Greg Smith? Steve, what's his name?
Something Smith. Yeah. Him and his wife, I think, own the team or something, but they're doing a great job.
Owners are Ryan Smith.
Ryan Smith. And a young guy, great dude. Seems like a great guy. He just he's fitting right in there. He's gonna make that team a special team there. I mean, not that they're not becoming that yet right now, but you definitely could see it. They got some good players over there, and Utah's going to be another one to watch in the coming years, without a doubt. So,
well, he's done it. To his credit, he bought the Utah Jazz, right? And he worked really, really hard to get an NHL club there. And then he put up the money, rescued them from Arizona and that disaster. And, he deserves a lot of credit. And the guys put money. So there you go. So those players were coming from what would be a youth hockey program, basically, with the owner, Artie Marino, not Artie Marino, it's the owner of the California Angels, but might as well be the owner of the I can't remember his name right now, who owned the team in Phoenix Coyotes, ran it like a youth hockey organization.
Right.
And Smith came in, rescued those players. Now they got a top notch facility, they got a top notch arena, they got an owner willing to spend money. They have all those
Yep.
great draft picks coming together. Their future is very bright and good for them. I wish I could say that about the Rangers. Hey
Yeah.
Smith, can you pump by the Rangers?
Yeah, we could use a guy like Smith.
Anybody
Oh,
but
man.
Dolan at this point. Anyway.
Yeah.
So
And it was a couple of quick. Let me make a couple of quick announcements, and then we'll scoot over to the high school hockey. We got a little video in a few minutes. We'll hold on to that for a second. We also got the 2026 NHL draft is going to be held in Buffalo. They just announced that. Bettman just announced it a couple days ago, so that should be a good spot for the draft. Are you talking about Gavin McKenna, who's playing for Penn State right now, and I'll have to look into how he's doing over there, but they're having an outdoor game coming up too soon. I was looking to get tickets for that, but I don't think it's going to happen. I'm not going to be able to go up to see
talking
that.
about Gavin McKenna, he's supposed to be he's the consensus first overall pick. I've read a lot about him in scouting reports that he doesn't, and this would concern me. He doesn't always play hard, or especially on the defensive end, and that would worry me about McKenna. I don't know. I can't. I can only go by what I read.
Right.
The Essential Scouting, which is the NHL, they put out a midseason schedule with the upcoming draft of their top 200 prospects, both in European, European and North American. McKenna was number one. I got to mention a kid that was in there, Igor Barabanov, Jersey kid, played for me in a tournament, played in my 3-on-3s. Great kid. He's moved up to 40th overall, looking like a second-round pick. He's an overager. He was in last year's draft, didn't get drafted, but this year he's an overager. He's 19. Knock on wood. Igor, I hope you're listening. If you're not, I must let Igor know. Great kid, great dad. We're rooting hard for him. I'd love to see him in the NHL someday. Sense of humor the kid has. Terrific player. Good luck. I hope I hope we're reading about you, or watching on an NHL screen. He's going to Penn State, I believe. That's where he was committed, unless something changed. I believe he's committed to Penn State, so we'll get to see him there next year. So good luck, Igor. We'll be rooting for you.
Awesome. Yeah, definitely be rooting for him. I'm writing his name down right now so I remember to keep an eye out on him. Igor Barabanov.
Igor Barabanov, yep.
And he's a New Jersey guy, huh?
Well, he's originally I think he was originally born in Russia. He was in Pittsburgh for a while. He came over when he was to Jersey, came to Jersey when he was like 12 or 13 to play for that great 06 Colonials team. And I've known him since then. And he played in a 3-on-3 with my son, and they just, it was a lot of fun watching them. And he's a great kid, funny, Igor Barabanov. Yep.
Cool. Love to see it.
Yep.
I like to see the New Jersey kids making it. We got a lot of those kids.
Especially a kid like that who's a great kid. You'd really like to be about him. Great kid.
Yep. I agree.
Good luck, Igor.
Yep. Good luck, Igor's right. We got some new hockey coming to Jersey, man. New ECHL team taking over the Trenton Titans old stadium. The Cure Arena in Trenton. So we'll have the what are they going to be called? Trenton Ironhawks.
So they're going to be at that that art center there in Trenton. Is that where they're going to play?
The Cure Arena, where the Trenton
that's
Titans,
what it must be. Yeah,
Trenton Titans. They have all kinds of stuff going on there. I think it's a small arena, but it's for a ECHL team.
No, it's big for an ECHL team.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Like the ECHL team, like in Huntington, plays in Flemington. There's it seats 200 people. That's a nice rink. So they'll be in good shape there. ECHL is a good junior league. They're not on they're considered a tier 3, which would be lower than like the NCDC, where my son plays. That's considered a tier 2. They have the Mercer Chiefs, and the New Jersey Hitmen, among other Jersey, a couple of New Jersey teams that are in the NCDC. The ECHL has the Union Thunder. They have Huntington, which is, from what I understand, has been one of the premier teams in the ECHL. That's a good league, a very well run
Yeah.
league. It's good to see that they're going to add another team in Jersey, more opportunities for local kids. So that's good to hear. Good for
Yeah,
them.
the team's coming over from Utah. They used to be the Utah Grizzlies. They're going to make the change over to New Jersey next year. From what they're saying is they're going to, look through their roster, see who they're going to keep, see who they're going to get rid of, bring in some new players, new faces. They're already selling merchandise for the Iron Hawks, which, maybe I'll look into getting something, or if they want to send me something, if somebody's listening, send us something, and we'll promote the team like we promote the Rangers.
Let's go, baby. Some swag here. Let's go.
Yeah, sure.
Utah, they're coming from Utah. To quote the great Dr. Dre, you're a long way from long way from Starbucks, homie.
Yeah, right.
You're a long way from Starbucks, homie.
Yeah, so we'll have a team there, and there hasn't been. I think the Trenton Titans folded in 2013, so it's a long time coming. We were waiting for a team to come in there, and now we got one. So looking forward to that. They're already selling out season tickets, from what I saw. What did I read? 650 season tickets already been sold to the game. So, more than 650 season tickets have already been sold. Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, just announce the team, or maybe I missed
corporations there, so I'm not surprised.
And then they plan on doing like an $8 million upgrade to Cure Arena ahead of the season too, from what they're saying. So
good for them.
Yeah, they grabbed the name, I guess, because that's like a big steel industry.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. Did you say ECHL or ECL?
ECHL.
Oh, so you know what?
Third level.
That's a minor league team. Yeah, that's
right.
One level below the AHL. Sorry, forget everything I said about juniors. Forget it. I got it now. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry, guys.
It was right below what, the AHL, right?
Right below the AHL. Yeah, that's where Jimmy Dow Jr. was playing. He's not in Utah. Right. He was playing, I think, for the Jersey for the Devils, but he retired. He decided, I think he retired or was going to retire.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, that's one level below the AHL. Yep.
Yeah, so ECHL should be a decent. Yeah, I don't know if they're going to be in a. For some reason, I heard they're a Colorado Avalanche affiliate. Maybe they were in Utah. And then they're going to. And then when they come here, I don't know if they'll be able to do that, because does that make sense? They're so far away from Colorado to be in Jersey. I would think maybe somebody else would pick them up in Flyers, or.
I don't think that'll matter, because it's not one. You're not calling up directly from the.
Right.
Excuse me. For the ECHL. Right. See, I'm still fighting this cold. It's killing me. This you don't call up. You're not going to get called directly up from the ECHL to the NHL. So I don't think that would matter. But you make a point. Maybe maybe. I don't know. I don't know enough about it to say for certain.
Yeah. So in October, we're going to start seeing some hockey here. I'll try to get a ticket to some of the games.
Maybe we'll do a live broadcast from there.
Yeah. That would be cool. Outside the arena, talk to some fans or something, and get them going, and do a little coverage from there. I would definitely go to those games, and hopefully the tickets will be reasonable. Usually the minor league teams are the tickets aren't too bad, and you see some decent hockey, maybe some up and coming players, some local kids, and some not that a lot of these kids get the big opportunity to make it, but
hey, you get to live the dream a little longer.
You never know. Yep, exactly.
Yep.
So finally getting a team back in Jersey here, ECHL. And then we got one more quick thing here. Did you see the little mites?
Oh God!
The mites and fights with the Hershey Bears in between periods, I guess it was.
Let me tell you something, Nooch.
These kids were going at it on the ice, and there was nobody stopping them. Where's the referees?
This looks like something that was AI generated, right? This goes under the category that it's so effing ridiculous,
right?
That it has to be true. In youth hockey, the more ridiculous something is, the more likely it is to be true. I mean, look at this.
Just watch this goalie come in. Watch this goalie come in from the left side of the screen. The other goalie on the other side. He
These
comes
kids
in
are
and he
fighting like they're
levels.
adults here.
Watch this goalie come in and level this kid. Watch this. It's going to happen any minute now. He just comes in and
They're
just like,
throwing haymakers.
yeah, that's some. It's going to happen.
Boom.
Oh,
And still, what have been watching this for 40, 45 seconds? Still
yeah.
not one person, not one adult stepped in and did anything.
I don't know if it was rigged or what. Like, I don't know how like they could do something like this. And,
That looks too. No, those punches were too heavy to be seen. It was rigged.
right. I don't.
Like I said, no, it's not rigged. The more ridiculous something is, the more likely it is to be true in youth hockey. I mean, that's ridiculous.
Yeah. Oh,
I would kill my son if he was a part of that.
Yeah, it was crazy when I saw it. I go, I was thinking the same thing you said. Is this AI? You know, like, is this like one of those AI generated? Sometimes you could tell if they're AI generated. You know, they do like little weird,
right,
real snippets in there. You know, but I'm like, no, this isn't. This is real. It looks pretty real. And if it is AI, it fooled me.
No,
they
it's
said
real.
Yeah, they said it was the Hershey Hershey, PA.
By the way, to make it even more absurd, right? It was mites on ice,
right?
Not even a regular game.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Maybe I don't know.
I don't even know what to say. It's so absurd.
It was.
You know what? Maybe this AI generated. We're gonna look buffoons. You know, like people are gonna say, "Hey, Jeff, you got taken there. You're an idiot. You know, you got trolled." But whatever. I believe it to be true because, like I said, the more ridiculous it is, the more likely it is to be true in youth hockey.
Yeah. Future high school players. Speaking of high school, we're going to take a quick break and then we're going to jump over to high school. We ain't got much time.
You know what? We can leave high school to next week. You know,
yeah. You sure?
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, I got some notes. I'm just go to my forum or 111hockey.com or my forum on Facebook or 111 hockey on Facebook, and we'll talk again next week. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling that great anyway, so
all right. Yeah, I was hoping to go to his I think CBA was playing Don Bosco tonight at the Jersey Shore Arena. I don't know how that game turned out, but CBA and Don Bosco was playing over here.
Yeah, they played last week. It was a close game.
Oh, it was last week? Okay.
No, they played last week. They're playing again this week.
Oh, okay,
but it was a close game. Let me see if the scores are up there yet.
Yeah.
It's on NJ.com. Sorry, anybody. If the people out there hearing me sniffle, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's all good.
I didn't realize it was almost 9:00 already.
Yeah.
Don Bosco won 3-1.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah,
gotcha.
Close game. So, but we'll talk more about high school next week. Sorry if everybody tuned in for that.
We could do a little bit longer next week if you want. We'll hit some more on the high school stuff. Hopefully, I'll be able to get to a couple games this week or coming up. Maybe if there's some good brick games or some CBA games, I'll hit, and we'll both be able to chat.
We'll do a little video, a little blurb on the forum talking about youth hockey in the next day or two. You and I. So I mean, not youth hockey. Yeah,
sure. That sounds good.
But as always, we'll be back.
Yeah.
People, if you're watching, please press like and subscribe. And you know what? It's always fun, Looch. We'll talk tomorrow. Right?
Follow Jeff at 111 Hockey. Check him out on all of the socials. And check me out on Looch On Ice.
Thanks, buddy.
On all the socials. Yeah, feel better, Jeff. And
thanks, pal.
We'll catch you later, and we'll talk during the week.
You got it, buddy.
All right. Have a good night.
Bye.